They say a strong and well-empowered community or human resource is key to development at any level. In this topic of climate change, ignorance has contributed to supporting global warming. One of the common causes of climate change in Africa and developing countries is lack of knowledge on best practices that help to mitigate or reduce the rate at which climate change occurs. The common activities, especially in rural areas, that lead to fast climate change include indiscriminate waste disposal that in turn destroy the environment, unnecessary bush clearing for agricultural purposes, and the most common being cutting trees for commercial and domestic use in form of charcoal. Water scarcity becomes the order of the day as most of the land turns into semi-deserts. The reality of many areas in Zambia that have a high prevalence of climate change are no different from Rufunsa District in Lusaka Province, where over 1,000, of which half of this population are children, are at the verge of starvation as crops die due to excessive temperatures, flash floods, thereby threatening food security at household and national level. Rivers dry up due to human activity, threatening the lives of both animals and human habitation. The outcomes of climate change are dire if left unchecked. But do people really understand the effects of climate change?
Climate change iti affect kuno kamba utira mvula wanu ichedwa kubwela then kunkhala kozizira la kuchinja maybe kapena ni mujuni mpeza atikwapya kumveka munga ni mu October. 2 iti affect kamba utira kulima mwayenze kulimira kudala makolo na mwamene tilimira pali manje kunkhala kuchita bwanji kunkhala kopusana kamba kachani ka climate change. Then na mphepo nayo ipusana mwamene iyendera weather mpeza chabda tichipunga kuti chipunga labda chibwera sometimes chigwesa manyumba chigwesa sana ma building
dala kunze bwino mvula inzoroka fast na bantu nze kulima my these days mvula yankhala yo vutako mitengo yamene yo chifukwa juyu ya mitengo mwetu mamverera ndio ilengesa kuti mvula ite bwanje waya kuloka mwetu mamverera
chita affect like kuno ku Rufunsa bantu bajua maningi mitengo chitamalasha then na kushoka maminda then okay nkamvati chita affect maningi okay kujua mitengo panga malasha bajua maminda then no kushoka vosi ana maminda so vikaenda kumwamba kuja vitu pangisa manje mvula siroka bwino then mumamima na like unotikona ka stream ka Rufunsa so wanajua mitengo so it affect mvula siroka mwamenzo lokera kudala mvula iroka tabei ngono ero futi imabwela late so taiona tini problem it's a challenge.
For now ma sensitization yanayamba only that ni wangono wamene baishita understand wambiri wakalipo kuyamba pokuishita understand kuti climate change ni chichani but bambiri kulingana na mapunziro mwamene yambapo kubwera wenango ma organization babwera batipunzisa pari climate change then monga ba agriculture na beve bangenamo kutipunzisa pari climate change muri kalimido titienekera kuchita bwanji tichite conservation farming so that i climate change ikabwera ingachite bwanji iti tandizako.
Organizations such as Kalemba Multimedia and its partners through the Voices of Just Climate Action, using artists as influencers, are educating the public on what climate change is and its impact if left unchecked. Twambo Sichibalo, a recording artist from Rufunsa District, is using music to educate the masses.
Being trained as a champion for climate change, I started using my music to influence people in terms of social and behavioral change. I've been using music to sensitize people and raise awareness on climate change. So I no longer just do hip hop and R&B, now I use my music to teach people, educate so that they can change.
How has been the response?
The response so far so good. At least people now are beginning to change, but still we need to intensify on sensitization. That's when people can change, because behavioral change takes a time. In one way or another, we are all affected, but mostly the farmers, because when there are no rains, meaning there will be crop failure. target audience is the general population, but for now we are using the adolescents to spread the information, to teach others in the schools, because they are the future leaders of tomorrow. And then we also use other influential people in the community, such as the headmen. We've got the DC, the council chair, and other religious leaders. In the fight against climate change, you have to know the problem and then provide solutions for that problem. So for now, what we are doing is more of sensitization so that people know what climate change is. In the fight against climate change, because we've seen indicators such as the spreading of the information, we've involved a lot of people in this program, and there is also the planting of trees in schools, citrus fruits, so that people, at least at the end of the day, they can benefit both from the fruits and from the planting of trees.
Climate change is negatively affecting the global community, with the local community coming up with solutions after learning about the virus.
DC ba CDF fund mngatandizire bwanji, so vanitambwata panga action plan. So your action plan is tizasensa i 2023 ndrama za CDF tizasensa ku climate change kuti titandizire kazenda upunisa ko bantu mumaminzi chitama sensitization, so zamba through ma drama or ma village headman kwenda wapangisa ma meetings. Upika mwemonera munga imitengo iri hapa nkuniza nafika hapo tinashita kushanga afforestation kole kumunda ninaka chani tinashanga so timapu nisakona abantu timashita encourage icho imirira hapa icho mtengo kushanga kwa hivi mtengo olo wagwesa otenga konkuni, then every year mushanga kwa mitengo at least every year ushanga kolo 10 to 15 trees every year ushanga ko, so sing deforestation ingabulire ko pansi ngati every year tishanga ko 15 ali once 15, so tipunzisa but
vamene tichitapo ife tichita kuti ngati muntu afuna kutema nangu mtengo timuchita advise osati kutema mtengo wonse mtengo afunika utema kumwamba so that uchita bwanji ushuma kamba chakutira chamechikozinga maningi climate change ni kuchita bwanji kujua maningi mitengo, then maybe vima industries vimachani vienda vibrokinga kumwamba okuwakamba kuti kuli kalea kamene kaitani wakuti katika chani layer kambrera so kaja kakankara affected dichita bwanji ndiye vamvilengesa kusintha nyengo, so tikamba kuti kapena muntu ajua mtengo afunika kushangirapo mitengo zili 10 then kuchita food secure tikalima chakudya kulingana na mwamea rokera mvula tenekera making sure kuti talima vakudya maybe vopusana vamene vingachite bwanji vamene vingatisungeko kamba kuti da mvula sizivika mwamene imarokera.
The young people are also raising their voices on this important topic.
Climate, you need to understand that is a long-term shift in temperatures and in weather pattern. And then climate itself, it's a earth normal temperature. Then when ngashitire fighting by climate, kushita sensitize, kupunsa festival zanga, how we can fight it. Then in a group like timaenda ma schools, at least ashitako practice moment ngashitile deforestation. Banzanga tinamba program process ya reforestation. Tinashanga mtengo zili 3 ma schools. Kufika next year tuno targeting at least 20. That's our target. Not like hot season, it's not. Because of climate change, manzi yaenda pansi, yankala patali, so kupeza manzi nchovuta tuma streams to dry. So wamafutika especially yankala umameni ma deep joints, so wama kwanisa kutenga manzi amaenda kapa bwakuno. At least kulima boho.
How does it affect a young person, mfana, kuchoka kwa nia choka kulo kama manzi na kanya education? Wakwanisa bwanji.
Chimushita affect like uzabo aukakuseni afunika 6 by 6 hours in class. Azatukira kuja taking 1 hour, so utabwelele kuja 8 hours then amisinga ma lessons yangu dapo naye teacher sasa shita understand that amshitasone so bazampisha bolera back kunyumba so chimankala challenging muntu kuti akwanisiwe kuchoka kujobo kuno tapamanzi.
Affects us in here in Rufunsa like climate change, the shortage of what rainfall and drought. Mostly hapa timashitako cassava then timatandizira ku futi because tikashanga milisi then peza timvula kulibe nishivonse mbintu vaonongeka. As a youth tifunika kuwapunzisa wanzatu in terms ya climate change so that baleke kujua mitengo because ngatajua mitengo nishimvula zamunkala zamupesi kati mvula kulibe. So funika kuwashita kuwapunzisa wanzatu bali bana bashoka malasha bashita vindu vinango kwa jua ngashita affect climate.
Climate change refers to the significant long-term changes in the global climate. These voices are under the Voices of Just Climate Action, a 5-year lobby and advocacy program supported by the Dutch government under the Power of Voices, aimed at scaling up Zambia's climate change action response, targeting vulnerable communities such as Rufunsa, Luangwa, Chongwe, and 7 other districts. International obligations on climate change are premised on Sustainable Development Goal number 13 in Zambia's developmental blueprint, the 8th National Development Plan.